popular Nigerian musician Slimcase. Slimcase has stated that the Afrobeat sound is getting boring. The singer made this claim while reacting to the constant release of songs amongst the Afrobeat stars. Speaking in a post on his Instagram story, Slimcase stated that the genre sounds are no longer fun. He further advised Afrobeat musicians to release less music, citing Rihanna's engagement in other things. He says, and I quote, "Too many songs and albums, una too dey put una self for pressure for this Naija sha. Take a chill pill and be like Rihanna. Do other things. Come back to give us a fresh vibes." He says, "Your sounds are getting boring because them be coming too much in a year. I owe them a song this year and that is it. It is only God that is new every morning, every day and every second. Singles and albums, they kill Afrobeat gradually. It's not fun anymore," he said in PJ. Now, I would like to get your take on this particular story. What's your point of view to this, Henry?
Oh, wow. I for one, want to say thank you very much, Slimcase, for seeing things from my own perspective.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you see things from this angle
Yes, because today you will hear this one as drop jam, tomorrow you hear this one as drop jam. Like, the competition is not getting too much, and then more people wants to do music. Like, they should just cool the air, like, give it space. Can't they see how the other big bands are doing? When you do one, you give time, because at the end of the day, if you do 20, 10 or 5, then you will sell. The rest is just vanity, and then there's stream farming and all those things. So they should just cool the air and just, like he has said, reduce the way they release. I believe inside this month we have like 2 or 3 people that wants to release albums or all those things. You understand? The pressure is too much in the music industry.
I mean, is the sky not big enough? And should we keep recycling old jams when you have the creative ability to really drop fresh and new things?
I guess I'm going to use AI to go into music then. Yeah. Because
would that help though?
Everybody, you said you need new music, right?
Okay.
So everybody should just... The thing is, Afrobeats is getting noisier every day. It's getting, when I mean it's getting noisier, when it started, there were lyrics and we can hear what they were singing, and then now it's no longer hearing what they are singing anymore. It's just the sound and it's not fun.
Right.
Okay, just take a step back to then when we have P Square and all those other persons, and then come back to now. You see the sounds are very different. I prefer that time to now. Why? Because when you listen to songs then, you get to hear what they're saying, you get to understand, you get to dance to those tunes. Then you used to go to your choir rehearsals and do all these things because why you can. But now, I feel Afrobeat is also part of something that is separating us.
Whoa, why would you say that?
You like the video, I like Whiskey, controversy. Tomorrow we become enemy. Why? Because you like one person and I like. Because they don't actually sing more about love and all those things. They sing more about, you know, booty, shit, drugs and all those things. Well, I'm not a fan. Yeah, everybody has their dark side, but then I'm not a fan. I remember saying the last time I was on this show, I talked about me not being a fan of women and all those other things. Yeah, the same thing. I'm not a fan of when something is not right. And then we know it's not right. We are releasing it every day. What we consume, I don't know if you listen to some kind of content that talks about morality and growth. What you consume inside of you, like what you consume, what you see affects your mind. What you hear affects your mind as well.
True.
I'm a tech guy and I'm a photographer. I intend to want to keep my mind focused on what I'm building.
So you said something that the Afrobeat space is getting noisier by the day.
Yes.
I'd like you to explain that, because there are still people who put out great songs.
That's what I'm saying. Those people that put out great songs, they don't do it every day. Like, they don't do it often. You will hear this person release a song in a year once. Maybe sometimes you will not even hear them release an album or an EP. It's just one track in a year. because they know how the system works and they know when and why they have to drop something. It's not those ones that because they have access to buying of songs and they have access to writing. Some of them are using AI to generate their songs. That's why it's easy. So they intend, I can generate 20 songs. I can drop an album today if I want to with AI and it will be very perfect. But then, just because you have all those access doesn't mean you should abuse it. You understand? You keep on feeding people with noise over and over. I keep on saying noise because I don't know to other people, but to me it feels like it's noise. So they should just follow Slimcase's advice and reduce the way they drop songs. I'm not saying they shouldn't drop, they should reduce the way they drop songs. If you even drop song often, at the end of the day, you might not get anything from it. I have somebody I wanted to talk about, but I don't like mention name.
Who's that? You can talk about the person without mentioning names.
The thing is that he was relevant and then he became irrelevant and now he's fighting to be relevant. You will not know him. There are lots of them like that.
In this Port Harcourt, yeah.
He's not a Port Harcourt artist now, he's a Lagos artist. In Port Harcourt, man, look up Port Harcourt people, they're close to me.
Now, do you think the case of releasing songs back to back because most of these artists don't have things they can, other things that they can do, and they do this because this is what they've given their life solely to?
Well, if you say they don't have any other thing that they do, then
aside music,
there is nobody like that too. Is there anybody like that?
Yes, there are.
That just focus on making. What if you don't make money from the music? How do you now cope?
I mean, that's what they've signed up for. So
you signed up.
They believe that music is what they should, their passion, their love. They should give it their all.
I'm a photographer. My love. See, the love I have for photography. Like I go to events for free to just cover events. Sometimes I just go on a tour to capture moments and all those things. I do it because I love it. But then I do other things now. I do other things. Just because I'm a photographer, they pay me for some events. Some of them I go for free. It's the same thing as you as a musician. You drop a song. Some of them you get paid when they stream. Some of them, they don't even pass that breaking points and all those things. So, and then it's not like you get shows often. Sometimes you get shows, sometimes you don't get it. You understand? So, if an artist, as an artist, if you don't have any side hustle, then I don't think you know what you're doing in the industry. Because what if you don't make money from the industry? Or what if something, that's exactly what is happening in Hollywood space. You understand? Because the men are always crying out, they need help. Because they are not doing any other thing apart from, when they call them in the morning, it's acting. When they get that small change, they sort family, buy things. You have to maintain that luxury. You understand? So they end up not investing. Why the women, they get everything? Because when you as a man, you get your paycheck, you have to split it 50-50 with the woman. Now, there's always a way you have to split your money with women. Your mom, your sisters, you always give women money. So
you always give women money?
Yes, now, it's compulsory. It's important. I always tell people, it's important to give women money. So you always do that. And so you as a man, what then do you get? That's just what is happening. So if you don't...
You should have a side hustle.
Exactly. Like, I just don't know how to say it to them. There's always need for that. There's need for a separate thing that gives you money. A very big need for a separate thing. You know, I have a footwear shop. I run an NGO. I do a lot of other things. It's not because I want to do those things. It's because you need to have a side hustle. You need something that, just in case one door closes, at least there are other doors before the major one will open. So that's just what I have to say.
Just like that saying, you don't put your eggs in one basket. Now, a quick advice to young people. Now, because at this point, I know a whole lot of up-and-coming artists that are doing great stuff. Yeah. They are trying so hard. They are pushing. They are going to the studio back to back. They still have 1 or 2 businesses they do. Yeah, because I know a guy who has a fashion shop, but he still does his music.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now, advice to that kind of a person on chasing his grind and still focusing on what he does.
Then we're going to take advice.
I mean,
well,
advice is freely given. Yeah. If you like it, you take it. If it means anything to you, right? you take it and you do business with it. So yeah.
I've been studying the music industry for a while, and if you have a business, at least you can cope with doing music. Paying for your studio sessions. Exactly. You see, you can pay for your studio sections. If you're like an upcoming artist that is not already earning from music, because as an upcoming artist, it's difficult for you to. So if you have something else, you can use the finance from there to push yourself in the music industry. I always advise them to come to ATN to run their publicity. Exactly. You understand? You need money to do all those things. Imagine having 15 albums in your house and then you're not promoting anyone.
I mean, who is now watching and
so why the hell are you going to the studio every day? Why are you putting that effort every day to create something that you're not putting out there? That's one. And then why are you creating something every day to put out there when you're not sustaining the outcome of that thing? Because you can have 15 albums and don't have money to promote those albums. Imagine having 3 albums and using the 12 album money to promote those 3. At least you know that, oh my God, even though the song is not sweet, you hear things like, I hear your song for Lagos, I hear your song for London, it's better than you have those songs, nobody have heard them at all. You understand? So when you, and then another thing is, oh boy, why they release plenty songs now? You just drop song back to back to. It's noise. You understand? When you keep flooding people with jam back to back, you don't have anything to do. They cannot even call you for a show. Like, okay, when there was a time we had a show in this Port Harcourt. My friend, we invited almost all the upcoming artists in Port Harcourt. Then I think it was 2019 or 2018 thereabout. We invited lots of upcoming artists, almost all of them in Port Harcourt, and then we gave them one song each. Now, because we had time, we allowed them to do whatever they want to do. Some persons are performing up to 3 songs, 4 songs on a show.
That is not your own show.
No, yes, it's not your show. It's not your show. You were invited. It's because you have too many songs. You don't even know your hit songs. You don't even know which one is not your hit. If I take my artist to a show, what I tell them is pick the best song you want to perform. And once you're done with that song, you're not singing any other thing again. You don't have to act like an upcoming artist for people to know that you're an upcoming artist.
True.
Yes, when I go to a show, as my artist perform finish, you don't drop mic, we don't go. Sometimes we spend maybe 5-10 minutes extra. We just go. It's not like we don't want to stay for the event. It's just I'm maintaining a particular level of dignity and all. So if an upcoming artist, if you have money, you're doing a side hustle business, I suggest you use those money. If you love the music you're doing, use the money you're doing from your business. Push your career, get features, come to ATN, and you know what we do here now.
Yes, no,
we can get you linked up. So that's just the whole thing. But then get a side hustle.
But then get a side hustle. Really, don't rely on just the money you think you'll get from those streams or those musics you're putting out there. And there's this thing that says scarcity breeds want or desire. I think something of that nature. So try and not act like an upcoming if you're an upcoming, and if you're already an OG,